Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We made it. It is the season finale of season 3 of The Expanse. Made it to episode 13. I have been dreading this and excited for it, but worried about it, but like elated to get here, but dreading it at the same time. I don't want things to end. I wish there were like 10 more seasons to this that I could watch and know that like there's not an end in the distance. You know, we got like what 3 seasons, but like technically like 2.5 seasons left, and I have enjoyed the ride, and I am in love with these characters. Whether I love them, like, and actually tell you that I love somebody, or I love to hate them. Either way, like this story and these people and this world and all of the people that leave comments and that talk to me on Instagram about this show, like the community that has been built because of this show, like I am eternally grateful for. And I hope you guys know that like you guys mean the world to me, and it's just really important. I don't know why I'm like acting like I have to say goodbye. This isn't the finale to the entire show. It's just season 3. But I think the closer it gets, the sadder I feel that at some point it will end. I did not expect to cry. I don't even know where that came from. I just wanted to express my gratitude. Fucking collect yourself. Good grief. No one died. Yet. So on the last episode, which I just watched 20 minutes ago, it's still very fresh. So I don't know if I'm going to have any hot takes. Like normally I have time to like ruminate, and then I kind of like think over something, and I get an epiphany, and then I like want to talk about it like a couple days later after I've digested everything. But I think especially when it's the last 2 episodes of a season, or it's the last 2 episodes that we know of the book being completed, that the last 2 are typically like Expanse, the movie. So I definitely feel like it's not only just like a 2-parter, but like I probably could have just gone into the next episode and no one would have batted an eye. Maybe Xander, because he'd have to edit it. You say that I don't own you. But I'm highly concerned about how they're going to get out of this situation, because sometimes I can kind of foresee certain scenarios. I'm like, well, like maybe if they did this or whatever, but like when it comes to The Expanse, I have a really hard time with that. Like I'll like I have some hits like where I'm just like, haha, I'm a genius, but there are way more misses. Way more misses. So I'm kind of like trying to figure out like okay, they're gonna shoot a laser at the station, and is that going to destroy the station, or is it just going to destroy the bubble? Is it gonna blow them all up and kill them all? Is it going to like, I don't know, is it, I mean, the behemoth like is like such a big ship with so many people on it. I feel like just send all the ships except for the Rossi. But send all the ships at the station and then try to book it. I know they can't. Like, there's no acceleration. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with all these scenarios in which, like, I think maybe something will happen. I'm like, maybe Melba will talk to Julie, and they will have a conversation, and Julie will, you know, like she did with Eros, instead of like staring at Earth, like, you know, she went to Venus. Like maybe maybe she could just be like, hey, like maybe we don't kill the human race. But I do like that everybody kind of has to work together. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what accent you have. It doesn't matter your education. It does not matter. Every person on the behemoth is important. All the people that are left on their ships too. Like there's a lot of people that have no idea what's even going on. But like there's a lot of people that normally don't work together working together. And I really love that Ashford is like showing that like he's in charge of this operation, whether it's the behemoth or the whole thing. Like he has come up with ideas, and like he has reached out, you know, and he's done a lot of things that are very captain worthy. I don't know if that's going to be a point of contention with Drummer and her super powered legs. But you know, like I would love to see kind of her have a moment with Ashford and, like could them like talk face to face rather than like her back and her like looking over her shoulder, them having like that moment. I felt like they came to an understanding. But I would like to kind of see her say like thank you and you did a good job, but I'll take it from here. Naomi and Holden are back together and they got to have their lovely little moment where um they still are obviously still in love with each other, which is nice to see. They're not overly lovey-dovey with each other most of the time, but I still enjoy it. I think like anytime you get to see Holden be even slightly happy, it like shoots my all my feel good hormones like straight to the back of my head. Like yay! The guy who seems miserable 9 times out of 10 had a happy moment. And it was kind of sort of not that happy because, he was still struggling. Like he thought that the whole Rossi crew had died and he thinks this whole thing is his fault, even though it's not. Him being the mouthpiece for the station doesn't make it his fault. There's a reason why he was picked, and it's because of the damn proto-molecule in the Rossi. And I don't know if that has anything to do with saving them either. Maybe he needs to go back to the Rossi and have a little, heart to heart with Miller again. I think I'm saying that just because I want to see Miller again. I can't help it. But we haven't had anything from Christian. And not that I think like she's going to come in and swoop in and be the savior or anything, but like, I guess book 3, Christian's not a thing. I'll find out when I read it, I guess. And I'm very curious to see what happens with Melba. They had a lot. It's funny because I almost said Monica, and I was like, oh, who cares about Monica? But I'm like, Monica and Cohen have been here throughout the book. And Monica was a little bit more prominent in the last episode of being a reporter, but like she had even said like that she had like not like there was a leak, but like from an unnamed source, and I'm like, yeah, it's Cohen and his like stupid camera. Like so I mean I don't if they become instrumental in saving these people, fine, but I don't have to be friends with them. They don't get to sit with me. Like they're not invited to the lunch table. But thanks. Seemed appropriate to use that mug right at that point. But like with Melba, like I don't know what more to do with her than to sacrifice her. God, I wish I cared. And maybe I will by the end of this episode. I might be a sobbing mess about something that she discovers or she sees or she does. She finally gives up her whole life for like to save the solar system. And then her dad would go, Julie did it first. Oh man, I am such a shit. But she'll be dead, so who cares? So there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of people that like I would like to see like make it, like obviously Anna, even though she was kind of struggling with actually having empathy for Melba, she was searching for it really hard, really hard. And when like the most likable, kindest, most empathetic person in the world kind of doesn't like you, you might be a piece of shit. That's so harsh. I can't help it. I just don't like her. Give me a reason. Give me a reason, The Expanse. Like, I need to find a reason to care about Melba. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I think I've had that struggle with a couple other characters too. I think Anderson Dawes is one of them. Yeah, what's going on with Dawes? What's going on with Fred Johnson? Dear God. There's so many people that, like, were not main players in this season. And granted, like, the majority of the season takes place in this bubble. So really, it's the only thing that matters for now. I'm just thinking to myself, if Monica, Cohen, and Melba are like the turds that save the solar system, I'm going to be... I don't know what I'm going to be. Not surprised. Every time I don't like somebody, this show, this writing Okay, guys. I think the last time I watched multiple episodes together, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a short intro," and then it was like still 10 minutes. I don't know what short means when it comes to my commentaries. I know short. Like I'm very short. But I don't know. I can't assign a number to a short commentary. So hopefully it had enough meat to at least have you watch a little bit of it before you skip to the reaction, because I know you're waiting for that. Okay, guys, let's get into it. All right, guys, episode 13, Abaddon's Gate. Oh, special appearance by Thomas Jane. We get Miller again. It's fine now after he had been dead for like 10, 15 episodes. Not cool. Definitely okay this time. Give me more Miller. It's Miller time. Livestock. Do they actually have livestock on this ship? No.
Me.
Oh. Jail.
If you're ever coming back, this would be a good time.
I still don't understand what you see.
Come on, Miller. Talk to me. Please.
I see it. You just have to be with him for 3.5 seasons.
Sir, it would help to know what we're defending against.
Mm.
Can I count on you?
Yes, sir.
What's she gonna say? Annihilation? Get him back to the Rossi, to the proto-molecule.
What the hell's going on with this station? Is this my fault? Did you get me to order
Wait.
a fucking bomb? How would I know why they did that? I've been locked up since the last time I saw you.
Is Miller actually there?
So how do we do that?
Okay. I know how to fix this.
Yay, I almost put alcohol in my apple cider. Glad I don't have to now.
The station killed thousands of us for no reason. We are not the threat here.
Or maybe Holden is.
Easy.
We should talk in person.
I agree.
Me too.
Bring them to me. And do not let anyone stop you.
Yeah, boss man.
He's so annoying.
We can tie you up if you want.
No one will know you helped us.
Nani, me with you, Eros Ganymede. Imbelto also.
I love that.
I saw it turn a Marine who threw a grenade into red mist. I'm guessing something like that, only, all of us.
So did Miller give you any idea how not to be red mist?
We need to shut down every reactor in the flotilla.
Oh, is that all?
Or we can wait for it to decide if we're safe for its red mist.
What do you need from us?
Go find Monica Stewart and Cohen and tell them everything I'm telling you.
God damn it.
That's gonna be a tough sell.
Well, you're just gonna have to figure out how to convince them.
We'll have enough trouble of our own shutting down the behemoth.
I mean, like, do you want to survive? We gotta turn the lights off. What was that?
Nothing you're doing here matters.
Amos.
Unless we can convince a whole lot of people to do something they're not going to want to do, everybody's going to die.
That'll get her moving. But she's the best person to convince everybody. She really is. She's got away with words.
You can count on me.
Oh,
He needs
boy.
a magic!
Is it really about getting signal out?
No. That station killed a lot of us. It's time we fight back.
Easy there.
No one will explain what those modifications are
We have
for.
something we need you to do.
Whatever it is, the answer is no.
Haha. He gonna make you.
Where's Cohen? We're gonna need a tech.
Cohen is dead. Cut in
What?
half walking through a door on the shoes and because of you.
I understand you're upset.
You go to hell. Give me my camera back. I have
Wow.
work to
You're
do.
pissed. I get it. And we feel guilty that Cohen is dead, but I don't. And I never will. So let's just skip the bullshit to where you agree to help.
You want answers. We have them. And they will save lives. We need you to get the word out.
Should have led with that.
I mean, that's why Anna's there. Amos is not what you would call a people person.
I'm sorry I drove you away. We lost so much time together.
You didn't drive me away. And I'm not leaving again.
Together till the end.
Well, that's romantic as shit. Good God, Holden. I want someone to look at me the way Holden looks at Naomi. Oh, I bet that feels lovely. Oof. I just tell you, the music on this show gets me pumped.
Get away from the controls now.
I love that. Pretty upset we didn't get to see Holden talking to Miller, though, even though it said special appearance by Thomas Jane, which means we'll probably see him again. Just not then.
Before you had a problem with me killing Melba. I don't have time for that now. If someone comes to stop us, I'm gonna kill them.
Because it needs to be done.
It does.
I left a lot of people behind to come out here. If we die, I won't get a chance to explain to them why I left. I left a lot unsaid.
Well, everyone leaves unfinished business. That's what dying is.
On every side of this are people who have no reason to hate each other. Everyone here thinks they're doing the right thing. Everyone there thinks they're doing the right thing. If we get out of this, we have to find a way to understand each other, to explain why we made the choices that we did. It is the only way that we can let go of the hate. Hate is a burden. You don't have to carry it with you.
I'm not gonna let anyone hurt you.
I love that man. I love that man so much.
You with power certification over there. Reactor control, come in. Hello.
If Melba fucks everybody over.
Maybe they're trying to punch too harder.
The station charging up, what would be the point of... They're trying to destroy the ring.
A laser shot is a direct attack. It'll prove that we're a threat. And the station will kill everyone and everything on both sides of the ring.
So he knows it would be on both sides.
There's a way to save us all.
That is not the point. Even if the station doesn't kill all of us, now others will come through the ring. That is our nature. Won't be able to resist. Anybody
He's got a
who
point.
has had a child understands that it is their duty to leave the world better than they found it. Even if we all survive, we're leaving behind an unexploded bomb. You saved my life because you were willing to die for a greater good.
I still am.
Ooh.
Hurry.
Shit. He called her out in front of everybody. I'm like hoping that Melba was somehow affected.
We need to power down every reactor on every ship. This will demonstrate that we are not a threat.
Is what she's saying true?
Uh-oh.
You'll have time to debate.
I say we try.
Come on, Ashford.
We're not gonna die here. I say. If we delay, we lose our chance to end this threat against all of our families, against all of our homes. Now, does anyone else wish to debate with me?
My Marines will take care of it.
Mm.
Draper, you're up. Get your armor.
can't believe he just shot him. I get that he's like doing the thing that he thinks is right.
Belchers. We don't need armor for this.
Did Diogo take their armor? You have got to be kidding me.
Airlock! Where does this go?
You can't fire if you're not biologically connected to it.
You're not leaving me behind.
Oh, Diogo, you little shit.
I'm asking you to be brave with me. I understand.
Please. Is Alex aware he's shooting at Gunny?
This is Gunnery Sergeant Roberta Draper, Martian Marine Corps. I am ordering you to cease your broadcast, put down your weapons, and come out with your hands raised.
Bobby?
Alex?
Jesus.
Are you all right?
This chemical restraint, it makes me a little fuzzy.
You are who tried to kill Holden. If I remove the restraint, would it help you concentrate better?
See through it, please. Oh, God damn it.
Do you think a truly good act at the end of your life can make up for the terrible things you've done?
I would like to believe that is true. Yeah.
I bet.
At least I hope it is.
What is she gonna go do?
If you make us come in there, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Oh God, with Amos on the other side.
I just want to talk.
All right.
This is a stall. What is it with you and these assholes?
This motherfucker.
I don't care that she's your friend. If she tries to stop us, I'm putting her down.
Understood. I thought that Amos had a moment where he was very intrigued by Bobby when she was wearing her suit and she ran after Katoa, but apparently that memory's gone.
I don't want to hurt you. Don't make me.
Actually, I'm here to keep Amos from hurting you.
I'm not even sure it's the Holden you know that came back.
He's running around, putting his life on the line, trying to save everyone.
It's exactly
That's
Holden.
I know.
Yeah.
Take him out!
Oh.
Stand down! Goddammit, stand down!
Oh God. Oh God, Amos. Jesus, Jesus, Bobby, whoop her ass already.
Alex, I'm good.
Did she get shot?
Gunny, you okay? Gunny, she's hit.
Oh, Jesus, girl. Still very concerned of like what Melba's gonna do. What if she thinks her act of good is killing Holden? I hope that that's not the case.
I can handle Diogo Herrera.
No, you can't.
Give me the grenades. I'm sorry I tried to kill you.
There's no need.
Tell Naomi I said that.
I will.
I'm glad there was a moment between Drummer and Holden. And not like a contentious one. Semi-non-contentious. She's not gonna like kill herself, right?
Commander, please listen. I feel like it's our fault. My fault.
It is.
If Ashford's right, it won't make any difference if we shut down the prince. But if he's wrong, shouldn't we at least try?
It's an idea. And he was all about somebody having a plan or an idea before. Like, why can't he do it again? So is Diogo done?
Drama! Please tell me I didn't hit you too.
God, Naomi.
Now I know why you don't need to carry a gun.
That's a pretty good trick. Are you okay?
Hey, I'll live.
Oh God, thank God. Oh man, she really was gonna sacrifice herself. Yes.
Thomas Prince just go down. Other ships too.
If you're the only one running, you're gonna be the target.
Papa is good. Laser control to me. Lock target.
What about the failsafe? Oh my God, if she switched them. Oh God.
We need to fire again.
No, you need to shut down.
I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be able to keep this going.
Oh my God. The show has a way of just like making my whole body tense. Can you shut it down? Please shut it down.
I love you.
That's a goodbye. Don't say that.
Don't shoot! We're coming out!
I wouldn't want Ashford mad at me. Oh God. Oh, all you other ships are so smart. Can somebody shoot down the reactor on the Rossi, or is it already shut down?
We're scared, we're hurt, and we're reaching for violence because we can't figure out what to do. But just this once, can't we try something else?
Shoot them.
Melba. So irritated that Melba and Monica are instrumental in this happening. Oh. I'm not mad. What does that mean?
I guess it worked. You haven't been straight with me, Miller. There's something you're not telling me. After all the pain and death, you just flip a switch and we're free to go. Just like that. Nice try. I think you were trying to open the ring gates from the beginning. That was the plan. And what I want to know now is, are we, I mean humanity, are we part of that plan? It was never about helping us.
There's a girl.
Systems on the other side of those rings.
1,300?
You know we're gonna go. We won't be able to resist. It's gonna be another blood-soaked gold rush. The civilization that built the rings is gone. Wiped out. What could have killed them?
That's what I'd like to know. Gonna need a ride.
Holden's the tool that goes places. What about the proto-molecule on the ship? Is Miller in Holden? Is that what I just saw? I mean, not Miller, but like Proto Miller? Is that what I just saw? I'm gonna have to mull that one over for a moment. Huh. So I take it that Proto Miller, I don't know what to call it. Is it just the proto molecule consciousness of Miller? I feel like I feel like it had said the thing of like I'm the investigator and you're the person that goes places. Uh, um I'm really happy that we actually got to see Miller. I mean, after a special appearance by Thomas Jane, I was like, are we like he seems to be talking to Miller, but we don't get to see Miller. Um wow, 1300 civilizations, 1300. There's 1300 habitable systems. And I as soon as like, he said like the whole point was to open up all the gates. Yeah. Holden was just a tool. I mean, it sucks because Ashford really thought that he was doing the right thing. And him and Melba had that moment where she's like, would one great final act at the end of your life, like do you think like it means something? And he's like, yeah. And of course he thinks that because that's also what he's doing. Oh my God, I'm very mad that Monica and Melba were instrumental. Not like upset about Cohen, but I mean they could have showed that. I mean, we got Diogo, and I'm assuming Diogo's dead, but if he's not, probably in critical condition somewhere, snapped in Mars gear. Because Gunny didn't have her gear on her, so I don't know if they ever found those guys or what. I don't know if that means Diogo's dead. Let me know. Just it's not a spoiler. I don't care if Diogo survived and he's in the rest of the seasons or not. Like I don't really care. Like in the sense like it doesn't make or break. Like oh my God, spoiler alert. Like, but if he is dead, wah. Oh man, I don't really hate him that much. It's just he's just always up to no good, and he's such a butt kisser when it came to Ashford. Now, like this one, like I've been saying that like a lot of these stories seem like they were kind of like a mishmash of like very probably important moments in the book of Abaddon's Gate, but it didn't feel like they were really cohesive. And in this last episode, everything came down to sacrifice. Drummer was willing to sacrifice herself to make sure that Naomi and Holden got away, and like she was willing to do that. And I don't know if I would say that Gunny was willing to sacrifice herself for Alex, but it felt like she very much cared more about Alex than she did about the other Martian Marines. Amos grabbing hold of Anna and just saying like, I'm not going to let anybody hurt you. Like she's someone that you protect. I'm glad he recognizes that. Ashford wanting to sacrifice the ships that were inside the bubble because he thought that it was really important that like maybe the bubble, everything in the bubble gets destroyed, including the station, but everything outside of the bubble will be fine. And that just was not the case. Like if the ring blinks out of existence, then, they might be stuck there and they'll die there and nobody will know what had happened, but he's willing to sacrifice that in order to, keep the solar system safe. Melba, actually kind of sacrificing her life. She very well could have died to do what she did. And I don't really know at what point it turned in her mind where she had decided that she was going to help instead of hurt or try to, I don't know if it would be help Holden, but I think she felt like she was going to be doing the right thing. And she's willing to sacrifice herself to make that happen. And as soon as I saw the same little like electrical things, I was like, aha, damn it. I don't want to like Melba, and I still don't like Melba. Like I'm happy that she helped, but it's gonna take a heavy shift in characterization for me to just go, okay, you're somewhat decent. I mean, I think if her dad hears what she did and like all of this stuff, opened up, like all of these habitable systems now that of course humans have to poke and prod and lay their claim. It's Gold Rush. I mean, reminds me of Far and Away with the land and the flag in the ground. We finally got Christian at the end, looking stunning as usual. So season 4, she better be in it. I really did not know how they were going to do this, and of course, you have to stop feeding it. That's always been the case with the proto-molecule, which is still aboard the Rossi, as far as we know. Like, what happens to that? I'm going to be thinking about it for forever. Obviously, shutting down all of the reactors it's going to make the proto-molecule work differently. And I don't know why all of a sudden it made them not seem like a threat, because obviously they're still going to have reactors, especially when they're leaving. I don't know if it was just kind of a way to like show that it's their way of like saying like truce, or like you're in charge, proto-molecule. This is going to enter into a whole new literal worlds, not just world, but like this is so much more than just going from like Eros to Ganymede to Io. Like, this is a whole new shebang, which I could see why they'd want to start season 4 with a new book, is so they have a broader range to tell that story of that book. And I don't know what that book's called. I only knew the first 3. I think there's another one that I do know, but I don't know where it's at. But I do feel like they're gonna have 12 whole episodes again to tell an amazing story. And I hope that it becomes that more cohesive thing. And I'm not hating on season 3 at all. I could just very much feel a difference in storytelling and the way that the stories are woven together, and the way that like the cohesiveness and they normally have a correlation of somewhat. And that's why I'm saying at the end of this one, it was all about sacrifice and what you were willing to sacrifice for the thing that you believed in the most. I applaud these writers. They're so good. They are so good. I still don't like Melba. Monica, whatever. She did good in this one. I didn't really hate her, other than like feeling like she was manipulating my dudes, and like you don't do that to my dudes. Cohen, whatever. So I mean, my next question is, what happens now? Because obviously everyone's going to want to come here. They're going to want to study it. They're going to want to go to all these other systems and map them and map the bubble. And I'm excited for that, because like obviously I love Star Trek, so I love space exploration. But a lot of times this show isn't about exploring, it's about survival. So like what do we now have to do to survive this and still try to utilize it the best that we can? Oh god, I hope Drummer that her spine gets fixed. I hope Gunny gets her hole repaired. That sounded weird. She's sitting next to Alex on the Rossi, so I don't know if she's done being a Martian Marine or what. I don't really know what happens. Like, is there no more like Martian UN belter? Are they all like the Milky Way? Like, I don't know. But I do love that, Alex and Bobby have the relationship that they do, and that Alex and Amos have the relationship that they do, because like Amos wouldn't have hesitated to kill her, which is like just very breathtaking. Because there's like people that you care about, and when 2 people that you care about are kind of like, yeah, we're gonna kill each other, you're like, shit, we gotta get out of this somehow. We can't sacrifice these people. I hope we're not done with Anna, but I have a feeling now that we are out of the bubble that we're gonna be back with Fred Johnson, back with Anderson Dawes, back with Christian. I welcome it. I don't know, like, I know that her position right now is because she was like a successor, but I do know that the Secretary General is a voted position, so I don't know if there's like an election ahead and she gets picked, or if somebody else gets picked. I can't imagine her not winning an election, but I don't know how that works with 30 million people on a planet. Probably not mail-in, right? Okay, guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as other full-length reactions to other shows that I have watched, like The Sandman. I have currently started watching House of the Dragon, also Vox Machina, if that is your thing. Both include dragons. If you like dragons, I guess this is the place to be. Here there be dragons. Oh, that was smooth. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't even plan that. Anyway, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. What was your favorite thing about season 3? Because there's so much. Like, I would just say that Prax and Amos, I think, like, that moment, like, he's that guy. I think that was a beautiful moment. I loved a lot of the stuff with having Miller back, and it made me very emotional. But I still feel like that moment of, like, he's my best friend in the whole world, and you're not that guy, but I am that guy. I feel like that was my absolute favorite moment of this entire season. Surprise, surprise. Shocker, I'm sure. But let me know what your favorite thing was, because some people might have something different. I know a lot of people like Ashford. I know a lot of people love Drummer. I mean, Drummer getting like she built herself legs. Like, it's amazing. I love it. But just let me know. I'm really curious. I love talking to you guys in the comments. You guys have been very helpful about just even giving information. But, like, you know, I feel like a lot of you are like my close friends. Like, I'm always waiting for Bill and for Graf to, like, write their long paragraphs of explanations. Graf hasn't been present lately because he's been ill, and I've been keeping in contact with him on Instagram. So if you've been missing him in the comments, I'm sure he'll be back soon. Okay, guys, other than that, see you in season 4. I'll see ya.